Greetings. I hope this little video update finds you all well. We pray that the Lord has been protecting you all during these trying times, and uh, in so many ways, the mental and physical health of all of us has been a challenge. I know here we are excited as we enter spring south of the equator. Things are also continuing to improve here in terms of the impact of the pandemic. People are starting to, I think, feel a little more hopeful. And we're excited about that as the vaccine is rolling out here, and everyone is, I think, getting a little more comfortable with the progress that's happening as the case numbers go down, and everything is just getting better. And we're thankful for that. But we know that the true hope that they need can only come from one place, and that's Jesus Christ. And so we just pray that the work that we do can really help people to know how to utilize the talents that God has given them for that purpose. Separately, both Julie and I have really had a sense lately that the Lord has just put on our hearts for hospitality, community, and evangelism. And so as things are improving, we are just really hopeful that we will be able to really pour our personal and family time into these areas. And we're excited to kind of start to do those things. The ministry has also been just really busy during these many months now that we've been experiencing some form of quarantine here in Peru. Many people have had extra free time and are experiencing significant financial challenges. So our two main courses, finance and small business training, have been very well received. Now we're working on converting these courses into a hybrid format. And we're excited to launch that hybrid version, hopefully in the next 30 days. A major part of this process is recording a lot of our training materials into a video format. So this background and me talking to this camera has been a pretty integral part of my life for the past few months. We're very excited to see how these adaptations will help grow our ministry. The Lord has really also just opened a lot of doors for new ministry partners during this time, so we're excited about that. So we just ask that you would just pray for this launch of these new hybrid formats, for our interactions with these new ministry partners and our existing ministry partners as well. And also just continue to pray for our little Lucas's legal status with our family. If you want and you have time and you want to hear more, I'm going to talk more about that specifically right now, because I know a few of you have asked, and it's a tricky situation. But I understand if you don't have time, we appreciate your prayers that you would just pray for this situation. But if you do and you want to hear just a little bit more, I'll try to briefly explain kind of what's going on with that situation. Thanks again, and we appreciate your support. So Lucas's situation, just to give everyone who's been asking a little bit of understanding of the situation. Anya, as many of you I think already understand and know, we fully adopted through the Peruvian government, through their normal system. Lucas's case was a little extraordinary, and we found out about him through some missionaries who work at an orphanage, and one of the girls who had been in the orphanage was pregnant and was being pushed by some outside forces, her family and other people, to abort this pregnancy, and didn't want to do that. And so they were trying to help her find an alternative, which obviously to us was pretty simple. We were very willing to step into that role. So we met with a number of lawyers, because we were only willing to do that if we could do it legally, and tried to figure out a path to be able to do that. We thought we had one, and we were moving forward with that. And in the middle of this whole process, Peru has been changing their kind of foster and adoption laws, trying to catch up with what's sort of normal in the rest of the world as well. And most of those things are very good, but they're also doing a lot to kind of take measures against, which is also good, the child trafficking element of things. And so we got caught in some of those changes, and our initial plan was going to need to be adapted, and so we were working on that. And then the pandemic hit. And so all of everything just got really muddled. And so now we've had numerous meetings with different government entities. And every time we feel like we have a clear path, something else happens. Whether it's another law that changes, whether it's a new person who goes in and takes a role in an office that we had finally developed a relationship with where we thought we were making progress. And so it's been very challenging for our family, and we really need your prayers for these things. And so if you've listened to all of this, I appreciate that you have, and we hope that helps you understand a little bit better what's going on. So currently we have about 3 possible avenues that we're considering. One is going back to the town where Lucas is from and working with the government entity there that handles foster to adopt situations. The other is working with that same office here in Trujillo where we live. Both of those offices just kind of want to have the other one do it, and neither one of them wants to take responsibility, unfortunately. And then the other option is that we go work with a judge in a small town near here who we have some contact with, and there is a legal process there that we could go through. But it's not a simple process, and it's not close by. It's in our same province, but it's actually really hard to get to. So that's part of the challenge there. So just pray for wisdom, pray that God would just continue to show us how to go about this and that things would move forward. We would really like to have a chance to come back to the U.S. for a visit and eventually, who knows when, move back to the United States at some point. But until we get Lucas's status changed, we can't get a visa for him. And so we can't come to the States as an entire family. And that, I think, on top of all of that's been going on with the pandemic, has been just a challenge for our family as we desire to also just get the chance for many of our family to meet our little Lucas. So thank you again, and we appreciate your prayers and look forward to hopefully seeing you with our entire family someday soon. Thank you.